Did the fashion world just witness Kim Taehyung redefine what it means to be a global trendsetter? How did a single appearance in a light brown leather biker jacket send shockwaves through both the runway and social media? Stay until the end because what Taehyung did this time might just change fashion forever. Don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more exclusive updates on BTS's living fashion legend. What if one man could make the entire world stop? Just by wearing a jacket? What if that man wasn't just an idol, but an icon whose very presence turned fabric into poetry and luxury into emotion? When Kim Taehyung, known to millions as V from BTS, stepped out in Paris wearing a light brown leather biker jacket adorned with intricate details and a striking white collar, the world of fashion didn't simply watch, it trembled. Cameras flashed, stylists gasped, and within hours, searches for light brown leather jacket surged across every corner of the internet. But the question remains, how does Taehyung do it? How can one man blur the lines between a runway model and a cultural phenomenon so effortlessly? The answer lies not just in what he wears, but in how he wears it. There's an energy in Taehyung's walk, an unspoken command that transforms silence into admiration. When he enters a room, fashion becomes more than an outfit. It becomes an experience. That light brown jacket wasn't merely leather. It was confidence stitched with artistry, rebellion wrapped in elegance, and a whisper of nostalgia combined with modern perfection. His crisp white collar, gleaming under the Paris lights, framed his face like a painter's final brushstroke, deliberate, flawless, unforgettable. But here's the twist. Taehyung doesn't chase trends. He creates them. The moment he appeared in that ensemble, thousands of fans and fashion enthusiasts didn't just admire the look, they wanted to become the look. Social media lit up with hashtags like #VTrend and #TaehyungEffect, as fans dissected every detail of his outfit, from the stitching on his jacket to the way the collar folded beneath his jawline. Within hours, high-end designers began to reinterpret the look, brands adjusted their campaigns, and online stores raced to update their collections. It wasn't just influence, it was domination. Every movement Taehyung makes seems intentional, as if he's fully aware of the gravitational pull he holds over the fashion world. His gaze, calm yet commanding, invites you in and dares you to understand the artistry he embodies. Behind that serene exterior lies a creative force that doesn't just wear fashion, it defines fashion. The leather jacket became more than an article of clothing, it was a statement of evolution. From his boyish charm in BTS's early days to the refined magnetism of his solo ventures, Taehyung's transformation mirrors the growth of a man who has learned to express emotions through silhouettes, textures, and tones. And yet, there's always a mystery, a lingering question that follows every Taehyung appearance. Does he plan it all, or is he simply born with it? The way the Paris air seemed to pause as he walked by, the quiet gasp from the crowd as his jacket caught the light, none of it felt accidental. He doesn't just participate in fashion events, he becomes the event. Behind every lens, every click, every whisper, there's a shared realization. This is not just a celebrity. This is Kim Taehyung, the man who redefines what fashion means in the 21st century. The emotional undercurrent of Taehyung's style is what truly sets him apart. While others wear clothes to impress, he wears them to express. His outfits are layered with stories, with emotion, with whispers of the past and promises of the future. That biker jacket wasn't simply a nod to rebellion. It was a bridge between worlds, the luxury of Parisian couture, and the raw, untamed spirit of pop culture. In that moment, Taehyung stood at the intersection of art and accessibility, proving that true style isn't about price or prestige, but presence. His ability to merge high fashion with emotional storytelling has turned him into more than a muse, he's a movement. Designers clamor to have him front their collections not just because he looks good, but because he makes their art feel alive. When Taehyung wears a brand, it's not an endorsement, it's an evolution. His influence turns runway shows into revolutions, where every look, every pose, every subtle smirk becomes part of a global dialogue on beauty and creativity. But maybe what truly captivates people isn't the jacket or the fashion, it's the man beneath it. Taehyung carries an aura of contradiction. Soft yet strong, classic yet daring, humble yet magnetic. That duality keeps fans and critics alike entranced, guessing what he'll do next, what he'll wear next, what emotion he'll make the world feel next. Because Taehyung doesn't just show up, he shifts the atmosphere. In an era where trends burn out faster than they begin, Taehyung's power is his timelessness. Every public appearance feels cinematic, every outfit tells a story, every moment seems choreographed by destiny itself. Perhaps that's why his brown leather biker jacket didn't just trend, it transcended. It reminded the world that true fashion isn't about the clothes, but about the confidence, charisma, and courage to redefine what's possible. So here's the question that lingers as the lights fade and the crowd disperses. Is Kim Taehyung just a fashion icon, or has he become something greater? A mirror reflecting our collective desire for beauty, individuality, and transformation. Because when he steps out, it's not just another outfit reveal, it's a cultural reset. And as fans flood the comments sharing their awe and admiration, one thing becomes clear. Taehyung isn't following the fashion world's rhythm, the fashion world is following his. So tell us in the comments, what do you think of Taehyung's latest look? Was this his most iconic moment yet? Hit the like button, subscribe for more, and join the conversation. Because with Taehyung, the next fashion revolution could begin the moment he takes his next step. Every second Taehyung exists in the public, it feels like a masterclass in how elegance and rebellion can coexist within the same heartbeat. The way his jacket clings perfectly to his shoulders, the gentle fold of the white collar that catches the light just enough to make you look twice. It's more than design. It's theater. And Taehyung, ever so effortlessly, is both the actor and the director. He doesn't just wear the moment, he commands it. Every glance becomes a statement, every breath a rhythm to which the cameras unconsciously synchronize. But beneath the glittering surface lies something deeper, something that pulls at the emotions of everyone who watches him. It's not just the beauty of what he wears, but the story his presence tells. The story of a man who climbed from humble beginnings to become a muse that even Paris itself now reveres. The crowd that watched him wasn't just admiring a celebrity. They were witnessing the unfolding of an era defined by Taehyung's quiet power, his unshakable poise, and the kind of allure that can't be manufactured. There's a reason why people say the Taehyung effect, as if it's a spell, because it is. When he appeared in that light brown leather jacket, searches for the piece didn't just increase, they exploded. Fashion journalists couldn't stop writing about it, designers whispered about it backstage, and stylists began dissecting it frame by frame. Even brands that had nothing to do with the outfit began to feel the ripple. This wasn't marketing, it was magnetism. And that's something you can't fake. Taehyung's influence runs deeper than fabric and stitching. It touches the psychology of admiration itself, the way people crave authenticity in a world built on pretense. His style feels personal, intimate, as if every piece he wears tells a secret only you can understand. There's a vulnerability in his confidence, a calm in his chaos. That's why when he steps onto the streets of Paris, the city doesn't just notice him, it listens to him. The whispers that followed him down the cobblestone streets weren't about the jacket alone. They were about the way he moved, the way he smiled slightly like someone who knows exactly what kind of reaction he's causing. There was a kind of cinematic tension in the air, the feeling that something extraordinary was happening, something that fashion photographers and fans alike would talk about for years. And they will. Because that's the power of Kim Taehyung. He doesn't just exist in moments, he creates them. What makes his fashion choices so breathtaking isn't their luxury, but their soul. Each outfit feels like a page in his diary. Honest, expressive, and layered with emotion. That light brown leather jacket wasn't just about color or texture. It was about transformation. It carried warmth, nostalgia, and the timeless spirit of a man who continues to evolve before our eyes. The delicate white collar added contrast, a symbol of purity against rebellion, of grace against grit. It was as if Taehyung was telling the world, you can be both fierce and gentle, both strong and soft. And maybe that's why his fans connect with him so deeply. Because in Taehyung they don't just see an idol, they see a reflection of themselves, someone unafraid to feel, to express, to redefine. Every outfit becomes a message that beauty lies not in perfection, but in authenticity. When he steps into the spotlight, he carries not only the weight of fame but the hopes of millions who see in him the courage to be unapologetically human.